Bonjour, monsieur, mesdames et messieurs, je m'appelle William Stuckey, je suis régulateur de l'Afrique du Sud. J'espère que vous n'êtes pas trop fatigué parce que je parlerai anglais cet après-midi. I'm going to tell you a little bit about White Space Regulatory Roadmap, and there is nowhere near enough time to talk about this subject. I think most of us are addressing that problem, but we'll do our best. I'm going to address a whole, I have not passed this presentation past the council and had full approval, so I take all the blame. I'm going to try and address a whole lot of things, including both the analog television transmission situation and the digital transmission situation. Briefly touch on the trial that's happening at Tygerberg right now, and then talk about possible regulatory models. We have no policy in South Africa, no specific national policy relating to TV white spaces, and we also, as the regulator, have no announced regulatory policy for TV white spaces. And we'll come to that in a moment. But TV white spaces do represent a very significant opportunity to achieve our national objective of increasing broadband penetration, especially in rural areas. Currently, about 400 megahertz of UHF spectrum, plus a bit of VHF spectrum, is reserved for analog TV transmission. And of this, at any one place, up to 93% is unused due to the fairly onerous interference issues. For example, you can only use every fourth channel on a particular transmitter. And most of this is available for TV white space use. After the analog to digital migration and then the subsequent digital to digital migration, or the restacking as it's sometimes called, about 170 megahertz will be freed for broadband use, and the balance, the 224 megahertz, which is reserved for broadcasting, will in fact make, of that, up to 75% of it will be available at any one place in South Africa. And indeed at other places if they're using a similar model chart.